Hi, everyone, and welcome to the first indicator spotlight that we have here at Lizard Indicators. We just launched here last week, so this is the first one that we're doing. Many of you took advantage of the introductory offer, which included our premium opening range indicator. But for those of you who missed out on that, we now have included the a opening range indicator for the library. It's not the premium one, but if you're just getting familiar with the concept of the opening range, this is a good place to start. So just to recap the main concept here, the opening range is used to measure the range at the start of the regular session. So for day traders, it can be the range of the first 15 minutes or the first 30 minutes. Many systems rely on this concept for clues on a directional bias. So they will then look for long trades if the market is moving above the open range high. And conversely, they will look for short setups if the market is trading below the open range low. Oh, here I forgot to put in the the text snippets here. So here you have those as well, just as a additional information. Okay, so here we have the 5-minute charts of the crude oil contract. This is a 15-minute opening range starting at the regular open, being 9 a.m. Eastern, and going then until 9:15 Eastern Standard Time. So again, the main concept is a directional bias. So long if we're moving above the open range high, and short setups if we're moving below. But you can also use this to define a opening range breakout strategy, like, for example, Mark Fisher. He works with a offset of ticks above or below the breakout level to confirm whether a breakout is for real or not. But you can also use a time filter. So for example, here, say, okay, so it's below the opening range now for 1 bar or 2 bars. And you can confirm the breakout using that as well. That's, of course, a simpler way of doing it. But you also want to keep track of these pre-session levels, as you see here. Following the open here, we're touching here on the pre-session mid level. We have the pre-session high here and the pre-session low here. And then we're touching on yesterday's high. I've included that using the AMA pivot, daily pivot indicator in this screenshot, and I'll show you that in the chart in a second. So we have support for that, as you see, and then the market is turning up. We're finding resistance here at the pre-session high. Can't break through that. Second time turning down to the downside of the opening range. Again, finding here support at the mid-level, and then finally also here at the pre-session low. Yeah, in the webinar that I did, we also showed this together with the Supertrend. I discussed how you can combine this opening range with the Supertrend. For example, you can use the Supertrend to filter long and short trades. So you can say that in a strong downtrend like this, I only want to take opening range breakouts to the downside. And here we see that this is just now turned to the upside. So in that scenario, you would be looking for a long bias on the breakout strategy. Of course, the Supertrend works very well during trending periods, but it produces many whipsaw trades during the choppy times. But if you have a strong and trending market like this, it will work well in giving you a heads up on which way to trade. Of course, the Supertrend is also a feature of the indicator library that we have, as is this, the relative volume indicator that we've just added. As a Spotlight recipient, you get the opening range as a monthly download, and then you can join as a member if you're interested in our other offerings. They're all in there. The AMA pivot indicator, the AMA relative volume, as well as this Supertrend for an InnoTrader 8. But for now, let's just go into the indicator and have a closer look at the different settings that you can play around with this opening range indicator from our library. Here we have 5-minute chart of the crude contract, and I'll show here how you can set the pre-session, or how you can define it. So here we have, let's see, I can go in here into properties, and as you see here, here I have defined the opening by the default values. So that is, of course, incorrect. We need to set this to 9 o'clock until 9:15. So you need to do this for each instrument that you're using this for. So another thing you can play around with is also a custom period for the pre-session. So if I want to reference the European session, I need to put in the times for that here. So that would be from 3 o'clock in the morning Eastern time until 9 o'clock in the morning, which is the start of the regular session. And I hit apply here, and now you will see this is the pre-session low rather than this level, which plotted over here. So now we have different reference points for this opening range that starts at the regular US Open. Okay, we can just hit OK for this, and then I just want to remind you again when you change instrument for this. So let's go to ES, for example. You see here now that I have put the regular volume on here, just to make it very obvious that this is, of course, the open. Taking place here, it's taking place here. So we need to correct this. Exchange time for the ES is 8:30 Chicago time. And so if I'm using a opening range of 15 minutes, I would set that to 8:45 ending time. And I would probably just use a full period for the ES. Now this is lined up with the open volume. So you see here that this is now correct. So we see here a open of 24.39.75. Show another thing is like if you change this to a tick chart now, we want to pay attention to this particular open because it's not time-based. So we will see now if this is plotting the correct open. And as you see, you ticks off 24 40.25, And so that open is not accurate, and that is something that you want to keep in mind when you're working with tick and volume charts, because this is not a multi-time frame indicator, unlike the premium version. So you want to make sure that you have the correct open for this. So that in mind when you're using this indicator for tick and volume charts, and also if you're using it for a minute bar time series that doesn't divide into 30 minutes. So here we have a open at 8:30 Central Time. So if you're using a 4-minute bar series, that will not divide into 30 minutes. So that will also not be or give you a correct open time. So just keep that in mind. A 30-minute chart will give you the correct open time, as well as 15, 10, 5, and also 1-minute bars will give you the correct, and 3-minute bars. So that's something to keep in the back of your mind when you're working with this. But if you work with standard minute bars, that's shouldn't be a problem. I think that is what I had in mind for today. That concludes the first indicator spotlight that we had for the opening range. We'll see what we come up with for next month. We have a number of things coming up for the library, so stay tuned and look out for the next email in a month or so. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I'll look forward to hearing from you. You can reach out to me via info@lizardindicators.com. Alternatively, just drop us a line in the contact form over at lizardindicators.com. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks again, and bye-bye.